When we talk about dry eye, we have to get really specific and think about your tear film. So there's an oil part to your tears and there's a water part. And if those aren't in balance, you're gonna start to have some dry eye problems. Now with this oil part to our tears, it has to be physically squeezed out of our eyelids through blinking. And we blink 60% less on digital devices, computers, phones, etc. Now that lack of blinking makes it so our eyes don't produce enough of the oil, and sometimes our eyes will even compensate by making more of the water part, which is why your eyes might sometimes be getting extra watery when they're feeling really dry. All right, so how do we restore this balance of our tear film? Well, we can blink more often. That can help squeeze those oil glands called your Meibomian glands, which will produce more oil onto your ocular surface. Oil is really important because it keeps your eyes from evaporating. It also keeps them lubricated. Sometimes those glands are so plugged up that just blinking more often doesn't get them to be expressed. Think of a tube of caulk if you ever caulked the baseboards. If you use it and then you put it in your garage for a few months, you go to use it again, you go to squeeze the trigger, nothing comes out because it's all plugged up and hardened. So sometimes we need to get heat on our eyelids, and that heat will open up, loosen up the oil. A hardened oil is basically butter, and that's what those oil glands, it turns into a waxy, buttery substance that doesn't coat the eye well. And when you go to blink, nothing comes out. A nighttime warm compress followed by massaging your eyelids can help open up these oil glands so that you get better lubrication throughout the day as you blink. Sometimes warm compresses still aren't enough, and in that case, we might do a treatment like LipiFlow. LipiFlow is an in-office procedure that we do that applies heat directly onto the inside of your eyelid where your oil glands are, and then it compresses and squeezes the eyelid to express and get this thickened, hardened oil out of your glands so that they can produce the clean, clear oil that you need to help coat your eye. Think of this procedure as kind of like being an oil change for your eye. You need to get the old oil out and then subsequently add new oil in. And that's in the form of dietary omega-3s and or a fish oil supplement. Remember, sometimes a watery eye is a sign of your eyes crying for help, literally because they're dry. All right, guys, so come in to see us to help us take care of your dry eye at Eyecare Associates of Boise, Kuna, or Nampa.